What is going on, everybody? Merry Christmas to everyone. And I haven't made a video for Christmas yet, so yeah, Merry Christmas. And today, I was going to talk about 3 crazy bus stories that happened. The first story isn't really that crazy, so, well, I should say 2 crazy ones, because these ones were actually kind of crazy, but they're short. So yeah, Merry Christmas, and yeah, let's get to it. Alright, so the third story is, I'm in 7th grade, and I'm on the bus, and it's like the last day of school or something. Or no, I was in 6th grade. Or was I in 7th grade? No, I don't remember. I think I was in 7th grade. We were on the bus, and everyone just starts singing, "Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me." I'm not gonna lie, I was doing it too. And just, man, that was crazy. So, yeah. So the second one is, when I was in 7th grade, my bus driver threatened to shoot up the bus. And you guys are probably thinking, whoa, that's crazy, like, he's like, you're lying. I remember this. So it's me and Mitch Match Mike. Go ask him. He probably doesn't remember this, but I do, dang it. So we get on the bus and we sit by each other, we're talking as usual, and these kids want to stop. These kids were standing up in the back and just like, they were standing up, they weren't sitting down. And we swear the bus driver said, "Sit down or I'll shoot." Me and him, we look at each other like, "Alright, you get out the window first and I'll follow." Luckily enough, there was no case of the bus driver shooting up the bus. So yeah, so that was pretty crazy. And my final one, I was in 2nd grade, right? And I don't think I've ever told this. I might have. I'm not sure. But when I was in second grade, I used to have to go to a babysitter's house. Right? So, and we called this babysitter. We called her. She made us call her Granny when she wasn't my grandmother. But yeah, so this lady, she was kind of mean. I'm not kidding. She was really mean. She had bad anger. She wouldn't treat us other kids well, and I had to go there like every single day after school when I was in 2nd grade. And so yes, that was kind of terrible. And she had a grandson who at the time was my friend, but if I see him again, I'm probably gonna flip out because I absolutely hate this dude. She had a grandson who was a complete wimp, and he'd always convince me to do bad stuff. And I remember this one time, I'm like 6 years old, and Granny, you know what I mean. She was, we were at her house, and she was babysitting this girl, and Austin, he convinced me, that's her grandson's name, well, it's not his real name, but we're just gonna call him that, because, whatever. So, Austin, he convinces me, hey, let's bully this girl, take her toys, just like, let's just be jerks, I'm like, okay, So we do that. Guess who gets in trouble? Me. I get in trouble with her parents, my parents. Hate that freaking kid. So yeah, this is probably this is hands down the long story. So, and he'd always make fun of me and stuff like that. He would make fun of me because at the time, my mom was living in a house that looked like it was burnt down, and it got rebuilt with the pieces that it was burnt down with. But the inside was nice, and just he'd make fun of me for that. He'd make fun of me because I was younger than him. Apparently, he was like a year older than me or some crap. He wouldn't let me play his PlayStation 2. He'd make fun of me because I didn't have a PlayStation 2. And honestly, this was like 2012, 2011. Who are you gonna make fun of? Who, And every time he would get in trouble, me and him would do stupid crap. He'd get off scot-free with it, and I would get in trouble. So we used to ride the bus, to my granny's house, and we're on the bus, right? and we're just arguing. I don't remember why, but we were arguing, right? And everyone on the bus starts saying, fight, fight, fight. So us, I don't even know if you can call it a fight. We grip hands like that, you know? We grip hands, and we're just like, you know, we're like 7, 8 years old, we can't fight worth crap. Well, he couldn't fight worth crap anyway, so, you know, and eventually I get my left hand free, and I'm right-handed, and I hit this dude in the stomach, right? Tell me why he legit starts crying his eyes out. I'm not kidding. I know you guys are thinking, he's like, yeah, hit him again, hit him again. I'm sure some of you guys aren't thinking that. I'm sure at least one of you is. I'm like, yeah, hit him again, do it, beat him up. But me, I'm freaking scared, because I knew Granny was going to beat me. I knew she was going to beat me, she was going to yell at me. So I'm like, dude, shut up. Ah, you hit me. I'm like, it was a fight. You were picking fights. What am I supposed to do? Flick you? Well, then again, he'd probably cry anyway, so. Yeah, so we get home. I'm still telling him, shut up, bro, be quiet, So then, Granny's yelling at me, then my mom comes and sticks up for me. It's like, he's been making fun of him for the longest time, and So, needless to say, I didn't ride the bus there after school anymore, but I still had to go there like every single Saturday till my dad was able to get me, which freaking sucked. And yeah, I absolutely hate that kid, and I kind of regret it because you know why? Because I had to go to the stupid Boys and Girls Club, and that's a story for another time. Basically, that was probably the worst place I've ever went to in my life, but that's a different story. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed, and good night, everybody, and Merry Christmas.